Howdy, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. My name is Ventus SG, and what's good with you? Alright, guys, so yeah, I know, back on Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, and I know a lot of you have been agreeing with me that Sword Art Online Alicization Licorice just wasn't it, and Fatal Bullet is still a more fun game, so I'm going to have to all the way 100% agree with you, because this morning I woke up with a thought in my head and a thing that I wanted to do, and there was only one place where I could do this thing, because there's only one game that allowed you to do this thing, and that was use dual wield pistols that look like a Uzi in sort of a third-person setting. That's why I like the Sword Art Online games so much, because you are in a third-person setting and you're just running around the open world or whatever world you're in, environment, and destroying things. And there aren't a whole lot of games that allow you to do this, and specifically this, what you're seeing right now, is what I had in my head, a vision for this. I know I probably uploaded a video like this once before, a very long time ago, but if you are new to the channel or newer to the channel, you probably haven't seen that video, and I have no idea where that submachine gun video is where I was using dual wield. So here we go. Now, the idea behind this entire video, this thing, is to use dual wield submachine guns, the Sturms, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm using in just a second, but use these dual wields to just go around and slay things with their abilities. And now here goes the build right here. And here are my stats for those of you who care about that sort of stat stuff and see where I have it placed. Maybe once upon a time that really mattered, but now that the game has been out for a while, it just doesn't matter. I think this is what matters right here. So I've got Power Form, Electrodynamic Stunner 4, Viral Shot 4, Healing Field Shot 4. Don't really need Healing Field Shot 4, but I got it there as a safety net anyway. And then on my sword class, because I am going dual wield submachine guns and the sword, Divine Blossom, Star Flash 3, Sharp Nail 4, and then Human Fortress 4. And I use these in a very specific way, which I will get into in just a moment, if you want to see how I'm using it. Now, the weapons that I'm using for this, or rather, I'll show you my gadgets first, I guess. I don't know how I recorded this, but First Aid Kit 2, Anti-Ailment Kit 2, and then the Metamaterial Camouflage, and I guess I have the Melee Strength one. I forget what it's called. So there's Sturm KZ4+, weapon rank 11. I've got it maxed out that it does damage versus mechs, critical rate, critical damage is up there, also physical attack. I'm not sure which one is the best or which one is the better to use, so I just went ahead and modded these submachine guns, or this submachine gun, for that, and I use them dual wield. So here's my sword, the Kagemitsu G9 Type Z press sword that I have in my inventory by far. I don't know, I just, you know, put the stats on there, and I hope it does well. These are the reasons why I say I don't need the Healing Field Shot, because of the 147% health healed over time. It's the crazy 2 items that I will never stop using, because they just keep me alive. Now, the idea that I have behind this is just to blast this thing in its weak spot, and then when it comes at me, switch over to my sword and then mess it up that way, because this specific spider boss, this spider droid, whatever it is, the Mighty Chariot, it will run away from you, but then it will come back to you. This is, what is that, level 215 Mighty Chariot. Super easy to destroy, especially with my sword, made easier with these dual wield submachine guns with all of their capabilities on them. And here it is. I'm just going to go ahead and finish it off right here. I think I'm going to use the alt. I had a brain fart because I haven't played the game in a while. I don't know. I forgot how to use the alt really quickly. I forgot you're supposed to literally just press L1 and R1. I think I was pressing L2 and R2 like I was playing a different game. But yeah, destroy this thing. All right, now another iteration of this build I'm going to show you to you in just a second. While this thing still isn't dead yet, just go ahead and dive for me with the Kagemitsu G7, G9, or whatever the fuck sword is, bro. My Type Z sword. Can we just call it that, the Type Z sword? It's still alive. That's crazy. All right, it's out of there. All right, so another iteration of this build that I wanted to run, and it was just using the submachine gun primarily and not really the sword. All right, so we've got Blazing Blast 4, Human Fortress 4, and Healing Field Shot 4 with Power Form 4. Now on the sword, we're going to have the sword and pistol this time, dual wield, dual orbital 3, because I couldn't get 4, whatever stats I had on this, the Azure Tempest, and the Star Splash, and then the Viral Shot. Shoot that Viral Shot out there, and then go straight into the dual orbital, get over there, close the distance, and then start messing it up with sword skills. And then once all my sword skills are exhausted, or whatever this version of the spider droid, what is this called? The Executor. Whenever the Executor is scared of me and starts running away, I'll just let him run away and just start shooting him with the submachine guns. And then once my stuff comes back, I will go over there and just mess him up with the sword again until he's just out of there. It was actually pretty surprising how little health this thing actually has compared to the level 200 that we just fought. I guess because the other one was like a raid boss and you're meant to fight that one with a lot of people. It's a lower level, but it has way more defense, way more HP or whatever like that. But I believe that you get better rewards from this thing, and this is with some DLC, the Icy Frontier DLC, I do believe. Yeah, go ahead and see, like I told you, as soon as it runs away from you, just go ahead and blast it in its weak spot with those submachine guns. I've got the anti-ailment kit too, because ordinarily that thing would stun you with that lightning laser or whatever that thing is. And see how it comes straight towards me? I'm just going to go ahead and mess it up with the sword. Dual wield submachine guns with the sword and pistol dual wield, and it's just a nasty combination. I just had this in my mind and I wanted to play with this, man. You ever just want to play with like a thing in a video game and you just had to do it? This is what's going on right now. Another iteration of this build, probably one of the more funner builds, more fun build. All right, so I'm gonna use the submachine guns again. I've got Blazing Blast 4, Toxic Gas Blast 4. So we've got Blazing Blast and Toxic Gas Blast, and then that viral shot. So I'm just gonna put triple status ailments on whatever it is I'm going to fight, and I thought this was like really cool, and I wanted to sort of gradually get into this. Azure Tempest on the sword, of course, and then yeah, I think only it's just a sword, no sword and pistol this time. So shoot him with all 3 status ailments right from jump, and then head on over there. Now this is the Grimo Doom. It's level 170. I can recall when Grimo Doom used to be like a threat to me, but the Grimo Doom is just not even a threat anymore. It was like, you know, super easy, and I was like melting this thing's health. Look how like these submachine guns, they're just like eating this thing alive, literally eating it alive. And just go ahead and throw those triple ailments on there again. More poison, more fire, and then yeah, that lightning is not going to work on me because I have transcended your dogma. Am I going to try to hit him with a grenade? I think I try to hit him with a grenade. That's crazy. I think, yeah, there it is, the grenade. I don't know if it actually worked. Do you actually use those grenades in this game? I feel like I've never really used them, except on PvP, because they're kind of OP in PvP against other players who don't have, like, protections against status ailments or whatever like that, which is part of the reason why I just didn't do PvP. I stepped in there once, and it was just electrodynamic stunner and 2-shot with the sword. Now, this here is one ridiculous battle. This is, I think, the Corpse Sniffer, and he is, what, level 200? What is that? What is that? Level 230, Corpse Sniffer. Now, I did this battle previously on the channel. It was uploaded without any commentary behind it, and I just completely annihilated this thing using my sword build. It was basically the idea on that build. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check that out. The title's right on the thumbnail. It just says level 230 Corpse Sniffer with me using the sword. Now, the idea behind that video was basically to just use a bunch of sword skills that stunned it, so you can just keep attacking it. And now I don't really have sword skills. I just wanted to hit it with triple ailments and see if that would actually work on this thing. And it worked. Not the best, but it did work. And it was actually kind of fun, kind of challenging to do it too. Because once you've been able to like destroy everything easily, you kind of want to play around and see what things you can do and what things you can do better, what things you do worse, and what's just a challenge to use. And I feel like using this build is sort of a challenge, but it's a fun challenge because you keep them status effect and then you just go in there and wail on them. Obviously, these submachine guns, probably not the best submachine guns that I could use in the entire game, but I like the way these submachine guns look. I just wish they would incorporate some sort of skin system in the game for weapons so I could use a stronger submachine gun and then have them look exactly like this. All right, now the final iteration of this build that I wanted to really show you, and this is like the culmination of everything put together. I'm going to use my Pandemonium Type Z, which is a Gatling gun, and I'm not using it for the Gatling gun because it's a killer. I've made videos on this one too like a couple of weeks ago. This Pandemonium Type Z literally just shreds the health of literally anything in the game. So I wasn't really focused on trying to hit whatever I'm fighting with the Pandemonium Type Z. I was really just trying to use the graviton shots to hold whatever target I have in place and then blast them with triple or quadruple status ailments: Blazing Blast, Toxic Gas Blast 4, Toxic Gas Blast 3, and then Viral Shot. You see that, all that right there. Again, Human Fortress 4 as well, and then we got the Heat Detonator. Heat Detonator comes in clutch too because it adds that extra fire damage. Well, obviously, that's if you're wailing away. Now, with the Corpse Sniffer level 230, yeah, I went ahead and used the Pandemonium Type Z in all of its glory to get the health down of the companions, because when you come into this fight, it's a co-op battle. He's got like 2 smaller gigantic robot transformer looking ass things with him, so definitely you got to get those things out of there somehow. But this Pandemonium Type Z is definitely destroying this guy's health, along with all the status ailments, along with all of the graviton shots, just damage after damage after damage over and over again, and it's amazing. So it almost seems pointless to use the submachine guns. Like when I was doing it right now, it definitely seems like, yeah, I don't know, bro. Use the Pandemonium Type Z to deal the most damage, but you have to switch to the submachine guns to do the status ailment thing if you really want to. So I guess that makes the submachine guns sort of relevant in this part of the video, in this part of the fight that I'm doing. So it was just very fun. All right, now before I forget, before I go, I just want to let you all know that I know you've been seeing me upload a lot of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot on this channel. I know some of you have been like, well, I don't sub to your channel for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Well, I'm doing it just so that people who are watching my channel are caught up. Maybe there are some people who have not been paying attention to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I definitely haven't. I'm definitely super late on it, because I felt like with every DLC came out, there were other YouTubers that just did it faster and they did it better. I haven't played it. So what's going on there is I'm getting up to a certain point, which I'm still sort of behind. I'm at the Majin Buu Saga right now, and I've never actually played the Majin Buu Saga, so I'm probably going to do a full-on Let's Play from where I am right now with webcam, you know, editing, proper editing and stuff like that, cutting. So it's definitely going to be some entertaining stuff, some stuff that I've never seen before. Probably if you've seen it, that's cool, but you've never seen me see it, and you've never seen me play it. So I'd really appreciate it if those of you who are here for Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet and you come to the videos whenever they do say SAO Fatal Bullet and not something else, I would ask you just to please support the channel, because if you guys have been sticking with me for this long, I think it's about time that you made the decision to say, hey, I like Ventus SGN as a YouTuber. I could watch SAO Fatal Bullet anywhere. So let's check out some of his other anime gaming stuff. I'd really appreciate it, and it really helps the channel grow and supports the channel. I mean, you've been subbed to this channel, been watching me for, you know, how long now, and you're still being picky on what you're watching over here? Like, come on. But it's okay, though. If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing and what I'm going to do, because this is a Let's Play channel, and I want this to be a Let's Play channel, so I'm just going to start doing Let's Plays on this channel. Alright? Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about these builds down in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.